There is a Christmas tradition so intense, so primal, that Icelanders literally hang their meat in huts and smoke it with sheep droppings for months. And if you think that sounds strange, wait until you hear what it tastes like. While most of the world is carving turkey or ham, Iceland is serving up something that looks like it came straight out of a Viking saga. And here's the wild part. This isn't just tradition for tradition's sake. This method of preparing lamb literally kept an entire nation alive through 1,100 years of brutal winters, volcanic eruptions, and near starvation. This week, we're going deep into the smoke-filled huts of Iceland to uncover why this Christmas delicacy is making a massive comeback, why chefs around the world are obsessed with it, and, most importantly, whether you should try making it yourself this Christmas. I'm going to show you the centuries-old technique, the modern shortcuts, and the one crucial mistake that'll ruin everything. Let's get into it. Here's the thing most people don't understand about Icelandic food. It's not weird for the sake of being weird. When your ancestors settled one of the most hostile environments on Earth, you don't get creative with food because you want to. You do it because you have to. In 874 AD, the first Norse settlers arrived in Iceland. They brought sheep because sheep are tough, they survive on almost nothing, and they turn grass into protein. But there was a massive problem. 6 months of winter, no refrigeration, no way to keep meat fresh. And if you couldn't preserve your autumn slaughter through the winter, your family starved. Period. So they invented Hangikjöt, literally hung meat. But this isn't just smoking meat like you'd smoke a brisket. This is a preservation technique so effective that meat could hang for months without spoiling, developing flavors that would make a modern chef weep. And the secret ingredients? Sheep droppings, birch wood, and thyme. Yes, sir, those aren't chocolate raisins. That is sheep dung. Let me break down the traditional process, because it's actually genius when you understand the chemistry behind it. Step 1. The selection right after the autumn slaughter, usually September or October, you select the best lamb. In Iceland, these sheep have been grazing on wild herbs, moss, and highland grasses all summer. This isn't corn-fed American lamb. This is lamb that tastes like the landscape itself. Step 2. The cure. You salt cure the lamb for 3 to 5 days. Not too much salt, you want to preserve it, not turn it into jerky. Traditional recipes use about 3% salt by weight. This draws out moisture and creates an environment where beneficial bacteria thrive but dangerous bacteria die. Step 3. The smokehouse. Here's where it gets interesting. Traditional Icelandic smokehouses, called hallur, aren't like American smokehouses. They're basically wooden sheds with a dirt floor and a small fire pit. No chimney. The smoke has nowhere to go, so it just lingers. For weeks, you hang the lamb from the rafters on hooks made from birch wood. The meat needs to hang freely so smoke can circulate around every surface. Step 4. The fuel. This is the controversial part. Traditional fuel is dried sheep droppings mixed with birch wood. Before you gag, sheep are herbivores. Their dung is basically compressed grass and herbs. When burned slowly, it produces a cool, aromatic smoke that's less harsh than pure wood smoke. The birch adds sweetness. The sheep droppings add this earthy, almost tea-like quality. Together, they create a flavor profile that literally doesn't exist anywhere else on Earth. Step 5. The wait you smoke the lamb for 3 to 4 weeks. Not hot smoking like American barbecue. Cold smoking. The temperature never goes above 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't cooking the meat, it's transforming it. The smoke creates a hard, dark crust on the outside while the inside stays tender. The salt continues curing from the inside out, and the smoke compounds create an antibacterial barrier that lets the meat hang in cool storage through the entire winter. By Christmas, the lamb is ready, and when Icelanders say it's ready, they mean it's reached this perfect point where it's technically raw but preserved, safe to eat and bursting with flavor. But here's the problem. This tradition almost died out completely. In the 60s and the 70s, Iceland modernized rapidly. Refrigeration became universal, supermarkets opened, young Icelanders moved to Reykjavik for work. The old smokehouses fell into disrepair. Why spend weeks smoking lamb when you could just buy meat at the store? By the 1990s, only a handful of rural families still practiced traditional smoking. Hangikjöt became something you bought pre-packaged, factory smoked, a pale imitation of the real thing. The knowledge was disappearing with every funeral, until something unexpected happened. Enter the new Nordic cuisine movement. Chefs like René Redzepi at Noma started championing ancient preservation techniques. Fermentation, smoking, curing. Suddenly, what grandparents had been doing for centuries was cutting-edge gastronomy. Young Icelandic chefs realized they were sitting on culinary gold. Traditional Hangikjöt wasn't just food. It was a flavor that couldn't be replicated with modern shortcuts. Tourists started seeking out authentic experiences. And Christmas in Iceland, that became a bucket list item. People wanted to taste real Hangikjöt, not the supermarket version. Families started rebuilding their smokehouses. Old recipes were dusted off. The tradition roared back to life. Today, if you visit Iceland at Christmas, you'll find Hangikjöt everywhere. But not all Hangikjöt is created equal. The modern method. Most commercial producers now use electric smokers with birch pellets. They smoke for days, not weeks. They use higher temperatures. And while it's good, it's really good, it's not quite the same. Here's why. Food safety regulations make true cold smoking commercially difficult. The long, slow process that creates the best flavor also creates liability concerns. So most producers compromise. But here's the exciting part. You don't have to compromise. Let me give you 2 ways to make Icelandic smoked lamb at home. From I have a cold smoker to I have a regular smoker. Method 1. The purest. If you have a cold smoker, ingredients. 1 leg of lamb or shoulder bone in, about 4 to 5 pounds. Coarse sea salt, birch wood chips, you can order these online. Optional. Dried juniper berries, heather. Process. Calculate 3% of your lamb's weight in salt. Rub it all over the meat. Refrigerate for 4 to 5 days, flipping daily. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry. Cold smoke at 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 to 7 days. Hang in a cool 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, well-ventilated space for 2 to 3 weeks. The meat will develop a dark mahogany crust. It'll smell like a forest. And it'll be safe to eat because the salt, smoke, and time have completely transformed it. Method 2. The realist. If you have a regular smoker, use the same salt cure, but smoke for only 6 to 8 hours at 180 to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. This will cook the lamb while smoking it. It won't have the same intensity, but it'll be 80% of the way there and ready to eat immediately. How to serve it. Traditional serving method. Slice the Hangikjöt thin like prosciutto thin. Serve cold or slightly warm. Accompany with boiled potatoes in white sauce, bechamel, sugar brown potatoes, pickled red cabbage, and sweet brown bread. The lamb is the star. It should taste smoky, slightly sweet, deeply savory, with this incredible tender firm texture that melts on your tongue. The one mistake that ruins everything: too much salt. Seriously. If your cure is more than 3.5% salt by weight, you'll end up with lamb jerky that tastes like the ocean. Less is more. Trust the process. Here's what gets me about Hangikjöt. It's not just about the flavor. It's about what it represents. This is food that kept families alive through volcanic winters and failed harvests. Every bite contains 1,000 years of accumulated wisdom about survival, preservation, and making the most of what you have. When Icelanders gather at Christmas and slice into that dark, smoky lamb, they're not just eating dinner. They're connecting with every generation that came before them. They're saying, we remember, we honor this, we pass it forward. and that's something you can't buy at a supermarket. So here's what I want you to do. Try making this. I don't care which method you use. Just try it. Start your cure this week if you want it ready for Christmas. And when you slice into it on December 25th, I want you to tag me in your photos. Show me what you created. Like and hit that subscribe button if you want more deep dives into ancient food traditions that are way cooler than anything you'll find at the grocery store. This Christmas, eat like a Viking. Your ancestors would be proud. I'll see you in the next one.